and you're going to click on use template, and this will create a copy, okay, of the templates that I've created. And we're first going to go through this one here, okay. Now if we scroll down, you'll notice that I've created this example of here of how it's viewable, okay. So the safe area for desktop, TV and mobile is this middle section here. This section here is where you're going to see it on your mobile, as well as your TV and desktop. Now the safe area for your desktop and TV is this area. For your mobile, you're not going to see these areas, so you need to take that in consideration. For your television, you're going to see the whole of this, okay, the whole of this area. So when we look at here, is this middle section that you're going to see on your mobile, okay. So really take note to that. Now in regards to this image, you need to be replacing all these images that are on here with your own. These are just examples of how it can look, okay, but you want to get your own. So I'm just going to get mine, and we're just going to drag and drop in the middle here. So you can see I dragged it and dropped it. Now if you need to upload yours, just click on upload file, click on the image, press open and wait for it to upload, and then obviously just drag and drop, okay. Now in regards to the background, I don't know if you noticed, you can actually change your background. So I could literally have myself in the background as well, like that, which I think looks rather cool, doesn't it? So if I just bring myself down, there you go, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So you could do that, or you can just use what we've given you there. Because I think it looks pretty cool, I'm going to put my one in there. And you see I double clicked so that I could bring it down, okay. So there you go, we've got me in the background as well. You then can change these areas. If you wanted to change the color, you'd need to bring the image down. Click on this bit here, and then you can change to whatever color. You may have a brand color that you want to use. You can just change it to whatever color you want. Okay, we're going to go back to green because I like this color. Okay, this area you could also change the color. If you do have a pro account, you can create a branding kit, so it's in color palettes and have them there sitting there. This is a really cool feature for pro users. Otherwise you can search for colors. Here for example, you could put pink, and you can search for like maybe stacked cupcake cups. You may like that coloring, you know, there's so many different colors options that you have that you can choose from, okay. So we're just going to go back to what color it was, which is that one. Now here you can change the wording here, but I would suggest if you're changing the wording, rather than trying to get your thing to go into that corner bit there, you need to move the alignment to the other end first and then start and make your changes. For example, you may be into a podcast, so you may want to put podcast there, and you would then change it back to the alignment there, okay. Now if you find that you want to put maybe like photographer and the word seems to be too long, so let me give you an example. So here you can see, if we scroll down, it's going to go over the edge of it being viewable for mobile. So you want to bring it as far over here as possible, but here is, and I can, that is for spacing. So this feature is really good. Just bring it in and bring it over, and it should fit in. And then you can make the other side looks similar as well with regards to the way it looks. So you've got photographer, vlogger, then you can put your name. Now I've made this one really suitable for people with short names. Now for those of you that may be slightly longer name like me, you'll see that this will happen. Okay, so you want to click on this area here and just scroll it, move it towards the right, You then just want to make your name slightly smaller. You can bring it in if you want it to just be slightly bigger. So you see what I did there. I used that to bring the letter spacing in. And you can do the same for the other side with regards to Matum. Now I'm just going to take note of, so it's 96.5 font size. So I want it similar on this side. So Matum, let's bring it down to 96. Yep, there we go. And I'm just going to bring in the spacing so it's not so much. There we go. And we just want to align it so it's similar to where it is on the other side. So that would do. And we're just going to do the username. My username is all the same. Rachel Matum. Now as you can see, it's slightly too long. So we want to again bring in the spacing inward. There you go. Now if your username is the same on Instagram as it is Facebook, then you can just duplicate, bring that over, delete that one, put that there. Now if you don't have a Facebook and you would prefer to have a TikTok or other social, I do have icons for Twitter, TikTok, so you could grab, I'm trying to remember, was it white or was it black, but I'll just take the white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on copy. It was white, thank goodness for that, I couldn't remember. And I'm just going to delete that, and I'm just going to paste the TikTok. You see how I'm clicking on this bit, not the actual box, on this bit, so that helps you to scroll it down into position. And there we go, TikTok. So, you know, you can choose that. Now, if it doesn't have this social icon that you would like, you can go to elements. I'm trying to think what other one is there. I think they're all the ones there, aren't they? But you may want to put Pinterest, for all I know, icon. So this one's free, so you can use that one. Basically click, bring it to size, so you want to bring it to similar size. Then you can change the color to white. I don't know what color I'm using, I think it might be that color. Just bring it so it's the similar size. Then you could just delete that and move that into place. So that's an example of how you could use something else, some other kind of icon, and search for them. But just remember that you don't choose the pro ones, because you'd have to pay for those if you've got a free account. Okay, so we're going to go back to having a Facebook one. Okay, now here you can put your website address, but remember this is only viewable via the TV. Now if you wanted it viewable via YouTube, and maybe you want to put it here instead of putting vlogger, you could do. You can move it all around, you can bring the letter spacing in, you could have that there. So it's really up to you what you would like to do. Just remember that you got it in the lines, so that's in the line. Okay, and it's a good idea to have this open while you're actually putting the, you know, uploading it to YouTube, just in case you need to make some minor changes. You can change these. Now you have to be quite careful how you click on these. So as you can see, it is grouped. So if you click further, slightly further up, it will get the color. So if you see the color pop up, you know you can change the background then. And you can do the same for this. Now as you can see, this here is getting in the way of me. So I'm just going to bring that over. And now I'm able to click on this icon and change the color there. Alternatively, if you're struggling with making those changes color wise, you can come down here. These are grouped, so you can just copy, take it up. So if we get rid of that, get rid of those, and paste what color you wanted, like that. So it's sort of an easier way of doing it if you're struggling to get the background sorted. So I wanted to make sure that they were available at the bottom there. I do have them available in black, in the lovely mint color, and white. Now obviously if those of you that want to change your brand colors, you can do so. So you know, just be very careful how you click on this and changing your brand color. It's just getting it in the right spot. As long as you can see this appear, then you know you're in the right spot. Okay, right, so the one I wanted to bring into attention was, for those of you that may have longer name, I would recommend this one. Okay, this one I really made for someone who have very long names, you know. Let me think. And you don't have to use the big fonts, uppercase. You can use lowercase if you wanted to have a sort of a more delicate feel. You can change the fonts. Now the fonts here, there is a lot of free ones. There is this one here. You could have a nice little fancy Jessica, but I don't think that works too well, that one. So there's Jessica. If you wanted to make it a bit more fancy, you can do. I personally don't feel they fit very well in the middle there, so I'll keep to that one. And you can stretch the name so that it fills it up, or shorten it depending on how long your name is. Okay. And again, if it's too long or too short, just move it around and play around with it. Okay, I'm going to put it about there. Here you can just put whatever you want. Again, whatever your business branding, you may be an author, podcast, blogger, artist, photographer, any type of creative. This is suitable, or any type of business really. But just remember to change the image to your own. All right, so here I wanted to just point out about the website. So mine isn't too long, so it's pretty okay here. I literally just have to bring it in just slightly. And again, if you're trying to make sure it is in line, you can move this section down to where you're editing to make sure that it's aligned well. So as you can see here, that seems to be okay. You may want to make your name longer. I do prefer it with bigger letters. I'm just going to move this over so it's all kind of like even in that area. Now here you'll find that the on the actual YouTube you'll have all the links for your website and socials. So I tend to keep this area clear. I'm trying to think what else. With regards to the background, you can change the background to whatever you want. So you can use the photos that they have here, the free ones. For example, you want to have one that has a bit of texture in. So let's have a look. Here's one. So you just plonk it in, and as you can see, it's just completely transformed it to sort of that sort of wood kind of feel. So you can play around with the background. Okay, and remember that you need to scroll it down to be able to change the actual background color. So that's that one there. I hope that helps you in how to edit that one. So you want to click on share, and you then want to click on download. You can click on all the pages, or if you want to just choose the one. For example, we may want to just choose this first one. So, oh wait, it says current 7. Let me just click. We're on current 7. Let's click on current 7 and click done. And then you just want to download. When it downloads them all, it will go into a zip file, and unless you're on mobile, it would just download them all without a zip file. So then you just want to click save, and then you'll go to your YouTube channel and you can upload them. Okay, all right, so that's really how you edit them. Okay, it's a very simple process. If you get stuck with anything, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. So thank you for watching.